welcome back to the YouTube classes. In last class, we have derived three kinematic equations. What are those three? That means three kinematic equations. What are those means? V is equal to V naught plus AT. Next, X equal to V naught T plus half AT square. V square minus V naught square is equal to 2ax. Now, three kinematic equations we have derived in last class. Among these three kinematic equations, we have derived one more kinematic equation. One more equation also. What is that means? X nth is equal to V naught plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Now, like this, we have derived. But the first three are nothing but kinematic equations of motion. Right. Now, after having this topic, we are having some another concept, that is nothing but motion of the body under the gravity. Motion of the body under the gravity. Sir, what is the motion of the body under the gravity? Gravity means, what is that? That is nothing but force of attraction. Force of attraction by the earth. Force of attraction by the earth. That means if you throw any one object in upward direction, then what happened? Due to the gravitational pull, the body is coming downward direction itself. After traveling to a certain height, once again it will back to the ground or earth. Why it is coming back to the earth means because of gravity pulling. That means force of attraction by the earth. Suppose if you take any one object and you drop it from certain height, then what happened? The body is moving towards the earth. That means when you drop the body from certain height, it is moving towards the earth. If you throw any one object in upward direction, of course the body is finally reached to the earth itself. Why it is happening like this means, okay, the force of attraction by the earth on the bodies is called here force of gravity. It's called force of gravity. Look at here, force of attraction. Attraction by the earth on bodies is called force of gravity. It's called force of gravity. Right? Now see, any object has thrown upward direction or any object dropped from certain height, then the object is moving towards the earth itself only at final. Is it? Why it is traveling towards the earth at final means because of force of attraction by the earth on the bodies. That means on bodies which you have thrown upward, which you have dropped from certain height. Okay, those bodies are experienced a force of attraction by the earth. That force of attraction is called here force of gravity. Right? Force. Now, whenever the force of attraction is applied on a body, then the body is accelerates. The body is accelerates. That means the acceleration which is produced in the bodies due to gravity is called here acceleration due to gravity. That means the acceleration, this is the first point in which, and here I am having second point. Right? The acceleration produced in bodies due to force of gravity. Due to force of gravity is called is called acceleration due to gravity. It's called acceleration due to gravity. Now, acceleration due to gravity is denoted by a letter G, which is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, right. Here, sir, any body, it can be moved under the effect of gravity in two cases. First case is nothing but if a body dropped from certain height. When the body has dropped from certain height, in that case, it is motion of the body under the gravity. Suppose if you throw any object vertically in upward direction, then also that body is moves under the gravity. So, motion of the body under the gravity we are going to study in two cases. Okay, let me see. First case is nothing but here I am putting if the body drop from some height, certain height. Right? When the body has dropped from certain height means then the body is said to be freely falling body. That means here I am writing freely fall body. Freely fall. Okay, right. If any body has dropped from certain height means then the body is said to be here freely fall body. Right, here just look at here. What I would like to here explain just to see. Now this is nothing but certain height point. Here one body is there. Right. Now here this is nothing but ground surface which is being like this. Now this is nothing but when the body initially this body is being at a height. Now just look at here, what is the height? Okay, body has initially been at a height h meters. Right. Next you just see when the body has hold at a certain height, that means like this. In that case, is there any velocity for this body? No velocity. That means body is at rest. When the body is at rest means initial velocity is 0. So V0 is equal to 0. Now, if you drop the body from this point, okay, of course it is going to travel in which path? Straight line path. That means motion of the gravity, motion of the body under the gravity is also a one-dimensional motion or motion in a straight line. So this body is moving along the straight line and finally it hit the ground. Okay, it hit the ground like this. So on hitting the ground, what is the velocity of the body means? That is the final velocity. That velocity is maximum. That means initially velocity of the body is 0. As the body is moving from certain height to ground, okay, velocity of the body is goes on increasing. That means velocity of the body is goes on increasing means, okay, here from here to here, velocity of the body has changed. Initially here velocity is 0, here velocity is maximum. So velocity has changed here. Velocity has changed means change in velocity of the body is gives rise to acceleration. So here acceleration is there. So what is that acceleration? Means compared to its initial position at final position, velocity value has increased. If the velocity value has increased means acceleration is positive. So this is the positive acceleration. But acceleration is equivalent to acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. So you just see for a freely falling body, initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. Okay, right. For a freely falling body, right, final velocity V will becomes maximum. See, final velocity will becomes maximum. Right. Next one. For a free falling body, acceleration is equivalent to plus g. Why plus g? That means under the effect of gravity, whatever the acceleration is, okay, acquired by the body, that acceleration is due to the gravity, due to the pull of Earth. Okay, so this acceleration due to gravity. Plus we have to take. Why we have to take plus? Okay, here velocity is 0, here velocity is maximum. That means change in velocity. That means compared to initial velocity, if the final velocity is greater means, so acceleration is positive. Right. Next one, distance traveled is equivalent to height. That means here to here. That means from certain height to ground. Here the object is moving. Here the body is covering some distance. The distance is equivalent to here h is equivalent to h. Now, from this given data, we have to write the three kinematic equations. First kinematic equation, one I am writing here. Okay, right? What is the first kinematic equation? V is equal to V naught plus AT is there. Now, this equation will become V is equal to 0 plus G into T we can write. That means to travel from certain height to ground, the time taken by the body, what we can take? T we can take. Right. Now, here final velocity V is equal to what we can write? Gt. Right. Now, when the body is dropped from certain height, or when the body is released from certain height, in these two cases, you have to take initial velocity is 0. Right. Next one. Second you just take. Second equation is nothing but second kinematic equation. That means kinematic equations we are writing for a freely falling body or for a body dropped from certain height. Right. Second one is x equal to v naught t plus half a t square. This equation will become x equal to v naught t plus half a t square. How this equation is going to change means, right, x equal to height x equal to right, distance traveled by the object x equal to what we can write height h equal to v naught is initial velocity for a freely falling body. That means the body which is moving vertically downward direction. Okay, for this one initial velocity is 0, so this term is completely 0. So if this 0 means remaining is nothing but half g t square, half gt square. Now from this one we can write h is directly proportional to t square we can write. That means this is the second equation. Okay, what is the second equation here? H equal to half gt square. Now from this one we can write h is directly proportional to t square. Based upon this formula, they may ask one CET or NEET question. How they may ask, what is the heights covered by the body? Okay, in first, second, third second of its journey. What is the height covered by the body? Okay, in its first, second, third second of the journey means, okay, right, the ratio means h1 is to h2 is to h3 is equal to 1 square is to 2 square is to we can write 3 square. So 1 is to 4 is to 9. Now this is the NEET or CET important concept. Right. Next one. Thereafter, here third kinematic equation I am writing. What is the third kinematic equation is there? V square minus V naught square equal to 2ax is there. So here V square minus V naught square is equal to 2ax. Right. Here V is final velocity, so maximum we can take. No need to write maximum. You just write V itself. V is equal to V square minus 0 square equal to 2gh we can write. Right, V square is equal to 2gh. Of course, V is equal to what we can write means we can write under root 2gh. That means when the object has dropped from certain height h, the final velocity of the object is nothing but we can write 2gh. By using this formula, simply we can solve here. Now, here we can write one thing. What is that means? Next, another equation also is there. What is the fourth one? Here I am writing fourth equation. Okay, that is nothing but distance traveled by the body in nth second. That means what is the distance traveled or what is the height covered by the body in a particular second. In a particular second. That means the height covered by the body in a particular second. How we can write means x equal to v naught plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1 we can write from this one. Okay, height covered in nth second equal to initial velocity is 0. So the remaining is nothing but g by 2 into 2n minus 1 we can write. Now this is nothing but another relation also we have to. That means these four are nothing but here kinematic equations of motion. Okay, for which one? For a freely falling body. Now in this case we will draw the graphs also. For a freely falling body, okay, draw the position time graph, velocity time graph, displacement time graph. Now like that they may ask. Right, you just see. First, here I am drawing position time graph. Position time graph means time we have to take on x-axis. Okay, displacement we have to take on y-axis. Okay, in that case, let me draw here position time graph. Okay, during this situation, when the object is moving from top to bottom, initial velocity is 0. So here you can take here 0. Initially position is 0. So 0. Right, as it is moving downward direction, velocity is increasing. Velocity is increasing means with increasing velocity the graph will become, we can call it like this. Right, next two. Thereafter, second one what we have to draw here means second one is nothing but we have to draw a velocity time graph for this motion itself. Right, velocity I am taking on y-axis, time I am taking on x-axis. Now for this motion we have to draw velocity time graph. Right, here initial velocity is 0, so you take it as 0. Right, thereafter from topmost point to bottom, here the velocity, that means acceleration throughout the journey of the freely falling body. That means from this complete journey, acceleration is constant. Acceleration is constant means we can take the graph is nothing but like this. Okay, now this is the graph, velocity time graph for a freely falling body. Right, here I am drawing one more graph also. Right, what is that one more graph means? Acceleration time graph. Acceleration time graph. That means acceleration is not changing. Keep on the motion. That means keep on the motion. Keep on the motion. Acceleration is not changing. Acceleration is not changing means you just draw it like this. See, wherever it may be, acceleration value is constant. But here velocity is increasing, changing. Velocity is changing, increasing. Change in velocity is increasing. But acceleration is constant. Here velocity is increasing. How we can show? If you show in a curved manner means that means velocity is increasing. Now this is about the if the body dropped from certain height, that means for a freely falling body, here I have written the three kinematic equations of motion. Next, second case. Second case for a freely falling body only. Some different case I would like to take here. Right. See here, if the body dropped, or you can take here this release. Now, if the body has dropped from certain height, means initial velocity is 0. Right? The case is different here. If the body projected with an initial velocity in downward, that means body is not here dropping. Here body is throwing in downward direction with some initial velocity. That means drop means initial velocity is 0. Projected means initial velocity is not 0. Right? In this case, the body is moving like this and reached to ground. like this. Now here the final velocity is v. Okay, acceleration is equal to g. How to write the three kinematic equations? Now in this case means three kinematic equations of motion. We have to write in this case is nothing but first kinematic equation. We would like to write v is equal to v naught plus gt. We can write. Now this is the first kinematic equation when the body has projected with some an initial velocity. Now second one how we can write means h is equal to v naught, initial velocity is there, v naught t plus half gt square. Now third equation is v square minus v naught square is equal to 2 g h we can write. Now height traveled by the body at any instant of time, how we can write means we can write that is nothing but v naught plus g divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, we can write like this. Now these are the kinematic equations of motion, right, where the body has moving. Okay, right. Next, afterwards, you just see here, I am having here the continuation topic. If you just see, sir, what is the first one means? First one, if the body dropped from certain height. Okay, we have done that. Next one, body has projected upward direction. Let me see. Right. Second case. This is the first case as shown here. If the body dropped from certain height. In this first case only, this is another case. Right. Now, second case I am having here. If the body projected vertically upward, like that, there also. Now, just see how I am going to explain here. Just see. Now, here there is a situation. This is the ground level. On this ground level, here one body is there. Now, this is a body. If the body, see in my hand, I am holding a piece of chalk. Piece of chalk by itself, it cannot move in upward direction. It has to move in upward direction means it requires some initial velocity. Right? When you give the initial velocity, then it begins to move like this. So here, initial velocity of the body is nothing but v naught. Right? That means whenever you have given the initial velocity to this body begins to move in which direction? Upward direction like this. Right? It is keep on moving in upward direction like this. At topmost point, its final velocity will becomes 0. At topmost point, its final velocity becomes 0. That means as the object is moving in upward direction, in that case what happens means velocity is keep on decreasing. Is it or not? If the velocity is keep on decreasing in vertical direction motion, at topmost point velocity will becomes 0. So here initial velocity is greater, final velocity is small. So acceleration will becomes negative, that is equivalent to minus g. Right? Next, this vertical height is nothing but what I can write. This vertical height covered by the body is nothing but I can write h. Now you just see. Suppose if the body has not reached to the topmost point at any instant of time after traveling a time t seconds, from the ground, this is the point. At this point final velocity is 0, but at this point final velocity is not 0. Right? After a time t seconds, okay, the final velocity is v. Right? What is the v here? We have to find out. Now this height is nothing but here maximum height. So this height is nothing but here h. Now from lowermost point to topmost point, at highermost point, topmost point, final velocity is 0. Okay, on reaching the final velocity is 0. Okay, the height covered by the body is nothing but h maximum. But you take one intermediate point. Intermediate point means any one point I am considering. At this point, final velocity is v, height covered by the body is nothing but h. In that case, kinematic equations of motion, how I can write means, okay, here a equal to mainly what you can write g. So first kinematic equation, v is equal to v naught plus at is there. Now for this journey from this, okay, ground to this height, intermediate point, in between these two, right, what is the final velocity means? Final velocity v is equal to v naught, a value is equal to minus g into t. Next one, after a time, how many seconds ma? After t seconds, right. Second one, second equation, x equal to v naught t plus half gt square is there, right. How I can write means h equal to v naught t plus minus half a value is nothing but minus g, so minus ag t square. Next one, third equation, what is there? V square minus v naught square equal to 2ax is there. So this one will becomes v square minus v naught square equal to 2 into minus g into h. Next one, fourth equation, height which is traveled by the body at any nth second of the journey is nothing but v naught plus minus g divided by 2 into 2n minus 1. That means here wherever it may be, okay, g is a is there in four equations, wherever it may be, see, first, second, third, fourth, wherever it may be a is there, instead of a minus g if you write means you can get the four kinematic equations of motion for this one. Okay, right. In this case, you just see how to draw position time graph and velocity time graph for journey. Right, here same, here I have drawn first graph. Right now this is the first graph. In first graph, time I am taking on x-axis, displacement I am taking on y-axis. So initially position is nothing but 0. Of course, initial position of the body is nothing but here 0 itself only. Okay, but here body is how it is moving means, for this, in this case, body is moving like this and it is coming back to like this in total journey. So here how I can take means, okay, from 0, that means x equal to 0, it has moved like this. By reaching the maximum height, once again it is coming back like this. Now this point is gives here maximum h, maximum point. At h maximum, final velocity is 0. Right? Next, thereafter, velocity time graph. Let me draw the velocity time graph. Velocity time graph, how to draw means velocity how to take on y-axis, time has to take on x-axis. See, whether you are observing or not, when the object is moving in upward direction, velocities keep on decreasing. Right? Initially velocity is there. Right? What is the initial velocity? Okay, velocity is nothing but v naught. Right? Initial velocity is v naught. Some velocity is there here. Right? When the body is moving from here to here, velocities keep on decreasing like this. Finally, at this point, velocity is 0. Once again, object is moving in this direction. Moving in this direction means in opposite direction. That means in downward direction, velocities keep on increasing. We can draw like this. Sir, velocities keep on increasing means I am showing in downward direction. That means below the graph I am showing. Why I am showing means negative velocity I am showing. That means direction has changed. If the direction has changed means velocity is changing velocities. Okay, we can take it as negative. Right. First go. This journey, half of the journey, the velocity time graph we have to draw like this, and for next half of the journey, okay, here to here we can draw it like this. But throughout the journey, acceleration is constant. So acceleration time graph, how I can draw means, okay, I can draw it like this. Now this is the positive acceleration, and this one is nothing but negative acceleration. Here this is positive, here this is negative acceleration. So throughout the motion of the body, acceleration is negative. So for this journey, complete journey of the body, acceleration time graph, we can draw it. Now these two concepts are very important. So just to keep it in mind, okay, yourself. Right. After having some special concept also, I am explaining here itself only. Right. What is that? Let me see here. Now, actually, here body is moving. How the body is moving? Right here, I am showing. Body is moving. Okay, like this when you have thrown in upward direction. In this case, what is the maximum height which is attained by the body? Maximum height attained by the body. Suppose